Welcome back. Today we're diving into potassium, why it's a game changer for women over 50, whole food sources to focus on, and how to get enough without overdoing it. If you've ever tracked your meals on an app, hit all your healthy checkboxes, but still the potassium was just stubbornly low, I get it. That's where I've been recently, and that's what sent me down this rabbit hole. So stay with me. This one's going to make a lot of things click. Potassium is one of those quiet hero minerals that most of us don't think about until something goes wrong. It keeps your heart rhythm steady, helps your muscles contract properly, including your heart muscle, and keeps your nervous system firing the way it should. It also works directly against sodium to help regulate fluid balance and blood pressure. That sodium-potassium balance is especially important as we age, and is one reason potassium is so tightly linked to cardiovascular health in women over 50. So how much do we need? For most adult women, the target is around 2,600 milligrams per day. Now, I want you to think in milligrams, not the percentage bars you see in the tracking apps, because serving sizes and RDA percentages, they can be genuinely misleading. Milligrams gives you a real concrete number to work toward. Now, before we talk strategy, I do want to make the case for food over supplements for a couple of reasons. And nutrition experts are pretty consistent on this across the board. When you get potassium from whole foods, you're also getting fiber, vitamins, magnesium, antioxidants that work together and give better absorption than isolated supplements. Here are some of the top sources. I'll list them out, but I'm also going to give you something you can screenshot. I've got the cooked spinach. A whole cup is a lot, but that's going to give you 800 milligrams. Baked potato, note the skin is where you're going to get most of that, so be sure to eat the skin. Then you've got cooked white beans, plain yogurt, medium banana, coconut water. Anything on this list surprise you? Here's something most people don't know. How you spread your potassium throughout the day matters almost as much as how much you're getting. Your body, specifically your kidneys, handles potassium best in small amounts over time, not with one big hit. A sudden large spike can temporarily raise your blood potassium levels and put extra strain on your kidneys and heart, particularly if you have reduced kidney function or if you're taking certain medications. When you spread it out throughout the day, you get steadier absorption, less stomach upset. Your kidneys can manage the balance much more easily. The practical goal is simple. Include a potassium-rich food item at each meal and one snack. For example, yogurt at breakfast, a potato or cooked beans at lunch, half an avocado for a snack, and a cup of cooked greens at dinner. That's a full day of potassium without even trying that hard. Coconut water is a great option, and this is one that I just recently discovered. You can fold it into a morning smoothie or shake. I never do a whole bottle at once. I just put in like 4 ounces. One thing to make sure of is that you do read the label on the milligrams per serving because they really do vary by brand. Supplements. Most nutritionists are cautious here, and for good reason. Over-the-counter potassium supplements are typically low dose, and some forms can upset your stomach. Now, high-dose potassium should only be used under medical supervision. Too much potassium, a condition called hyperkalemia, that can actually disrupt your heart rhythm. So the rule of thumb is food first, always. Supplements only when a healthcare provider specifically recommends them for you. One important flag, thing to be aware of, if you take ACE inhibitors, ARBs, potassium-sparing diuretics, or NSAIDs, like ibuprofen, or if you have kidney disease, please talk with your doctor before intentionally increasing your potassium. Those situations can greatly affect how your body regulates potassium, and your healthcare provider needs to be part of that conversation. So here's your simple, realistic daily potassium plan. Breakfast, fruit or yogurt. Lunch, beans, lentils, baked potato. Snack, an orange, or a handful of edamame or half an avocado. Dinner, cooked leafy greens, or tomato-based sauce over your protein. And if you want an easy morning boost, toss some coconut water into your smoothie. Small, consistent choices, that's exactly what moves the needle. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to put together a free printable top 10 potassium foods chart. I'll link it in the description if there's enough interest. If you found this helpful, hit like and subscribe. We put out new wellness content every week, specifically for women navigating their 50s and beyond. See you next week.